Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself lost in profound darkness, where each step feels uncertain and every decision carries the weight of the world. Now, allow a gentle light to emerge from that darkness, not a blinding light, but one that comes from within, guided by the wisdom of masters who have journeyed across galaxies to teach us that true strength lies not in the battles we fight externally, but in the peace we find within. Tonight, you don't need to carry the burden of the day. Tonight, you can rest your weary shoulders and let the timeless wisdom of the great Jedi Masters and the heroes of a galaxy far, far away lull your spirit into the most restorative sleep of your life. Welcome to this unique journey where the stars are not just points of light in the sky, but symbols of hope that will illuminate your inner path. I am your guide on this special night, and together we will explore 25 precious teachings emerging from the Star Wars universe, lessons that transcend fiction and become universal truths capable of transforming not only how you see the world, but how you relate to yourself. You are about to discover that Jedi wisdom isn't just about wielding the Force, but about finding balance, purpose, and serenity amidst the chaos of modern life. Each teaching we share has been carefully selected to calm your mind, strengthen your spirit, and prepare your soul for truly restorative rest. Throughout this experience, you will realize the benefits extend far beyond a good night's sleep. You will uncover practical tools for coping with fear, techniques for cultivating patience, methods for finding clarity in moments of confusion, and above all, you will learn to trust the wisdom that already resides within you. The Force, as you will see, is not something mystical and distant. It is the deep connection we all have with our truest essence, with our capacity to love, forgive, and grow. Prepare for a journey that will begin now and continue to resonate in your life long after you awaken tomorrow. The first teaching the great masters offer is simple, yet profoundly transformative. Do or do not, there is no try. These words, echoing through time, carry a truth that goes far beyond their syllables. When you approach a challenge saying, "I'll try," you are already creating space for doubt, an escape hatch for failure. The wisdom here isn't about arrogance or presumption, but about the power of clear intention and total commitment. When you truly decide to do something, your entire being aligns with that purpose. Your mind stops searching for excuses, your heart stops hesitating, and your soul finds the determination to move forward. Tonight, as you close your eyes, you are not trying to sleep. You are choosing to rest. You are allowing yourself to immerse in sleep with the confidence of someone who knows they deserve peace and recovery. The second teaching reminds us that fear is the path to the dark side. How many times have you lost sleep because of fear? Fear of tomorrow, fear of the unknown, fear of not being enough. But true wisdom teaches us that fear is just a feeling, not a reality. It arises when our mind projects into uncertain futures or relives past hurts. The present, this exact moment where you are now, is where peace resides. When you feel fear approaching, don't fight it as if it were an enemy. Acknowledge its presence, thank it for trying to protect you, and then gently redirect your attention to your breath, to the here and now. Fear loses its power when you stop feeding it with your anxious attention and choose to nourish tranquility with your mindful presence. Patience you must have, my young Padawan. This third teaching invites us to rediscover the sacred value of patience in a world that constantly pressures us to rush. Patience is not passivity or complacency. It is an active form of wisdom. When you are patient with yourself, you create space for things to unfold in their natural time. Sleep, for example, cannot be forced. The more you fight against insomnia, the more it persists. But when you surrender to the process, when you trust that your body knows how to rest, when you allow sleep to come to you instead of desperately chasing it, you discover that patience is a form of self-love. Be patient with your processes, with your growth, with your wounds that are still healing. Everything has its time, and this is the time to rest. The fourth teaching whispers to us that anger leads to suffering. Have you ever noticed how carrying anger is like holding a burning ember, hoping to hurt someone else with it? The anger you hold in your chest doesn't affect those who provoked it. It only burns you. When you lie down at night carrying resentment, grievances, or frustrations, you are inviting suffering to share your bed. But you have the power to choose differently. You can choose to let go, not because the other person deserves your forgiveness, but because you deserve your peace. Forgiveness isn't forgetting or pretending the pain didn't exist. It's releasing yourself from the weight you don't need to carry. Tonight, allow any anger you are carrying to dissolve like smoke, knowing that you are choosing your own freedom. Seventh teaching: difficult to see, always in motion is the future. This teaching frees us from anxiety about what lies ahead. How many nights have you spent awake trying to control future events that may never happen? The truth is, the future is like a constantly flowing river. You can influence its direction, but you cannot completely control it. The wisdom lies in doing your part in the present and trusting that the universe will conspire in your favor. When you obsessively worry about the future, you steal energy from the only moment where you truly have power, the now. Focus on being the best version of yourself today, and tomorrow will unfold naturally from that solid foundation. 10th teaching: death is a natural part of life. This is not a morbid reflection, but a liberating reminder. When you accept the impermanence of all things, you stop clinging desperately to what you cannot control and begin to genuinely value each moment you have. Death is not the opposite of life. It is a part of it. And when you understand this, you stop living in fear and begin to live with gratitude. Each breath becomes a gift. Each day becomes an opportunity. Each person you love becomes a precious treasure. Live fully, love intensely, and sleep soundly knowing that you are enjoying this miracle called life. 11th teaching: strong with the Force you are, but a Jedi you are not yet. This reminds us that having potential is only the beginning of the journey. You may have natural talents, special abilities, or sharp intuition, but that doesn't mean you already master these capabilities. True mastery comes through constant practice, the humility to continue learning, and the patience to gradually develop. Don't get frustrated if you haven't yet reached where you'd like to be. Every master was once a beginner. Every sage was once a confused student. The important thing is to keep growing, keep practicing, keep becoming the person you have the potential to be. You are on the right path, and every step counts. The 12th teaching instructs us that train yourself to let go of everything you are afraid to lose. Attachment is the root of much human suffering. When you desperately cling to people, situations, or things, you create an emotional prison where the fear of loss dominates your experience. Wisdom lies not in not loving or not caring. It lies in loving deeply while keeping your hands open. When you love without possessing, when you care without clinging, you find a freedom that allows love to flow naturally. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting that what is truly yours will remain, and what needs to leave will do so to make way for something even better. Do or do not, there is no try. The 13th teaching invites us to revisit this wisdom with a deeper perspective. When you truly commit to something, you mobilize inner resources you didn't even know you possessed. Trying keeps you in a dangerous comfort zone where failure is already an acceptable option. But when you decide to truly do something, you find strengths you didn't know you had, solutions you hadn't considered, paths you hadn't seen. This total commitment isn't about guaranteeing results. It's about giving your best, knowing that's all you can control. Commit to your happiness, your growth, your well-being, and see how the universe responds to that determination. The 14th teaching reveals that the fear of loss is a path to the dark side. When you live in constant fear of losing what you have, your job, your relationships, your health, your security, you are not truly living. You are merely surviving in a prison of anxiety. The fear of loss prevents you from fully enjoying what you have now. It keeps you in a constant defensive posture where you can't open yourself to new experiences or grow beyond your comfort zone. True security doesn't come from controlling the uncontrollable, but from trusting in your ability to adapt and thrive no matter what happens. You've proven to yourself that you can overcome losses before. You can do it again if necessary. The force will be with you. The 15th teaching reminds us that you are never alone. There is a universal energy that connects all things, and you are an integral part of this cosmic web. When you feel lost, confused, or overwhelmed, you can connect with this greater force that exists within and around you. It manifests through your intuition, through meaningful coincidences, through people who appear in your life at the right moment. You don't need to fully understand how this force works. You just need to be open to receiving it. Trust your inner wisdom. Pay attention to the signs the universe is sending, and know that you are being guided toward your highest good. The 16th teaching whispers that many of the truths we cling to depend greatly on our own point of view. Your perspective shapes your reality. Two people can experience the exact same situation and have completely different experiences based on how they choose to interpret the events. When you're going through a difficult time, remember that there are other ways of seeing the situation. Perhaps this challenge is an opportunity in disguise. Perhaps this difficulty is exactly what you need to grow. Perhaps this ending is actually a new beginning. You have the power to choose perspectives that strengthen you instead of perspectives that weaken you. Your worldview is not fixed. You can consciously change it. You must unlearn what you have learned. The 17th teaching invites us to question our limiting beliefs. Throughout your life, you have accumulated many ideas about yourself, about the world, and about what is possible. Some of these beliefs serve you well, but others unnecessarily limit you. Perhaps you've learned that you're not good enough, that you don't deserve to be happy, that the world is a dangerous place, or that you can't trust anyone. These beliefs may have been helpful at one point, but now they may be hindering your growth. You have the ability to examine your beliefs, question their validity, and consciously choose which ones to keep and which ones to let go of. Unlearning is as important as learning. The 18th teaching reveals that concentration is essential for a Jedi. In a world full of distractions, your ability to focus your attention is a superpower. When you concentrate your mind on something, you not only improve your performance, you also find a form of active meditation that calms your soul. Concentration isn't about tension or forced effort. It's about gentle presence and directed attention. When you truly focus on what you're doing, you get off autopilot and enter a richer, more meaningful experience. Tonight, concentrate on relaxing, on releasing the tensions of the day, on allowing each muscle in your body to find its natural state of rest. Powerful you have become, young Skywalker.
The 19th teaching reminds us that you have grown more than you realize. Look back and see how many obstacles you have already overcome, how many skills you have already developed, how much wisdom you have already accumulated. It's easy to focus on what you still need to improve and forget how much you have already evolved. You are not the same person you were a year ago, 5 years ago, or 10 years ago. You have grown, matured, learned from your mistakes, and become stronger through your experiences. Acknowledge your own power, celebrate your growth, and take pride in how far you have come. You are more capable than you imagine, more resilient than you believe, and more powerful than you allow yourself to recognize. The 20th lesson teaches us that impatience is a weakness of the dark side. When you are impatient, you are resisting the natural flow of life. You are trying to force results prematurely, to accelerate processes that need to unfold organically. Impatience creates unnecessary tension, anxiety, and frustration. But when you cultivate patience, you find a deep peace that doesn't depend on external circumstances. Patience is a form of faith. It's trusting that things will unfold in their own time, in their own way. Tonight, be patient with yourself. Don't rush to fall asleep. Don't get frustrated if your mind is still active. Trust that sleep will come when your body is ready, and use this time to simply be, to breathe, and to exist. You must feel the force around you.
The 21st lesson invites us to expand our awareness beyond the apparent limits of our physical bodies. The force that connects all things is not something distant or mystical. It is here, now, flowing through you and around you. When you quiet your mind and become present, you can sense this subtle yet powerful energy. It manifests as a feeling of connection, as moments of synchronicity, as intuitions that arise out of nowhere. You don't need special abilities to access this force. You just need to be open, present, and trusting. Feel the life force flowing through your breath. Feel the connection with all living beings. Feel yourself as part of something larger and more beautiful than you can fully comprehend. The 22nd lesson whispers that there is always an alternative to combat. When you find yourself in conflict, whether with other people, with difficult circumstances, or with yourself, remember that there is always a third option beyond fighting or fleeing. You can choose understanding instead of judgment, compassion instead of anger, wisdom instead of emotional reaction. Not every battle needs to be fought. Not every conflict needs to be won. Sometimes the greatest strength lies in choosing not to fight, in finding creative solutions that benefit everyone involved. When you stop seeing the world as a constant battlefield, you find possibilities that were previously invisible. Peace is not the absence of conflict. It is the presence of wisdom to navigate challenges with grace. The force is strong with this one. The 23rd lesson reminds us that you have extraordinary potential within you. There is a unique strength flowing through you, a special combination of talents, perspectives, and capabilities that no one else possesses. When you honor this inner strength and use it to serve the greater good, you find a purpose that transcends your personal concerns. You don't need to be perfect to have a positive impact on the world. You just need to be authentic and use your natural gifts. Every person has something unique to offer, and you are no exception. Trust your inner strength, develop your natural talents, and use them to make the world a little better. The 24th lesson teaches us that attachment is forbidden, but compassion is essential. There is a subtle but crucial difference between loving and attaching. When you love with compassion, you wish well-being for others without trying to control or possess them. When you attach, you love conditionally, based on how people meet your needs and expectations. True compassion is loving without possessing, caring without controlling, supporting without suffocating. It extends not only to others, but also to yourself. Be compassionate with your own mistakes, patient with your growth process, kind to your vulnerabilities. Compassion is a form of love that doesn't create suffering. It alleviates suffering that already exists. And finally, the 25th lesson reveals that may the force be with you, always. This is not just a farewell, it's a blessing you can carry forever. The force that connects all things is always available to you, no matter where you are or what you are going through. In moments of joy, it amplifies your gratitude. In moments of difficulty, it offers strength and guidance. In moments of confusion, it brings clarity. In moments of loneliness, it reminds you that you are never truly alone. This force is not outside of you, it is you at your deepest core. Trust it, connect with it, allow it to guide your steps and illuminate your path. As you prepare to let these words dissolve into the quiet of the night, remember that each lesson we've shared is not just wisdom from a distant galaxy, but eternal truths that live within you. You don't need to be a Jedi. You are already an extraordinary being connected to a universal energy that sustains you with every breath. The challenges you will face tomorrow are not impossible. They are opportunities to apply this ancient wisdom and discover your own inner strength. When you awaken tomorrow, you will not be the same person who fell asleep tonight. You will have integrated these profound lessons into your consciousness, and they will be available to guide you whenever you need them. The journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth doesn't end when you open your eyes in the morning. It continues with every choice you make, every word you speak, every act of love you offer the world. You carry within you the wisdom of the masters, the strength of the heroes, and the light of the stars. Use that wisdom to illuminate not only your own path, but also the path of those who cross your journey. Be the Jedi the world needs, not through epic battles, but through small acts of kindness, moments of compassion, and conscious choices of growth and love. If this journey has touched your soul in any way, if these teachings have resonated with your heart, share this light with others who may also be seeking peace, wisdom, and restorative rest. Each person you reach with these words is someone who can discover their own connection to the universal force. Leave a comment sharing which teaching resonated most with you, or tell us how you intend to apply this wisdom in your daily life. And if you wish to continue this journey of discovery and growth, subscribe to receive more content that nourishes your soul and strengthens your spirit. May the stars guide your dreams, may peace find your heart, and may you awaken tomorrow with the certainty that the Force is with you, always. Sleep well, young Padawan, for tomorrow a new adventure awaits, and you are more prepared for it than you realize. In the quiet of this night, allow all the teachings we have shared to integrate gently into your consciousness, knowing that you are not merely resting, you are transforming. The galaxy needs the light you carry within you, and tomorrow you will have the opportunity to let it shine even more brightly. May the Force be with you, tonight and always.